Hey guys, welcome to Random Words from a Random Drunk. I'm AJ, and today's random word is e-cigarette. It's not a random word, actually. It's in reference to a post I made on the Facebook page. You can follow at Random Words AJ, asking your opinion about e-cigarettes, and a lot of you guys had some great comments about it. Melinda, your comments I totally agree with. A lot of you guys, a couple of you guys, it's helped you. You're like me, you're on one of these. It's helped you stay off the real thing. Congrats to you. I find it funny the anti-e-cigarette folks used words like nasty and ugly to describe it. It's interesting because the other day I was in the car with my niece Raina. Now, I'm not obnoxious about this thing. We're at a stoplight. I roll down the window, I take a puff and blow it out. She goes like this. I looked at her and I said, "Did you smell that?" And she goes, "No." "Did it stink?" "No." "Well, what's the problem?" And on top of that, I remember a while ago when I first started these, I was doing this for a week in the studio during that morning show I used to be on before the girl who sits 2 feet away from me even noticed I was doing it. And then when she did, she flipped out and said, "Don't do those in here. I don't want those in here. Those are worse than cigarettes." The guy in the glasses looked at me and said, "If it's helping you quit, I'm all for it." And it is helping me quit. When I first started, this is a nicotine cartridge, and when I first started, I started on the highs. I'm now on the mediums, and I'm weaning myself from the mediums to the lows on my way to quitting altogether. Now, if somebody truly does want to quit, e-cigarettes could be a good tool. Now, let me also add that we all know nicotine is an extremely addictive substance. Any idiot with a quarter of a brain will tell you that. Exhibit A. But I do feel like a lot of you guys, including those of you that called it ugly and nasty, I think you're just anti-smoker altogether, and you lump e-cigarettes in with smokers. The way I look at it is like this, and I have friends of mine too that are like, "Yeah, but you're still smoking, but you're still smoking." A lot of doctors out there will tell you, yes, this isn't good for you, but it's a better alternative to all the junk that's in a real cigarette, okay? And like I said, look at it this way. If someone in your life is using this as a tool to quit, you need to leave them alone. And if they're not, and they just use it as an alternative to the real thing, it's better than the real thing. And as long as they're not being obnoxious in your face about it, doing this, hi, leave them alone, okay? Take a step back. Are you being anti-e-cigarette because you're just anti-cigarette altogether? Just take a moment and think about it. And to my fellow e-cigarette smokers out there, just don't be obnoxious about this and we'll all get along just fine. That's my rant on that. Don't forget to follow on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and Snapchat, Random Words AJ. And send me your feedback as well. One last thought to all my anti-e-cigarette smokers out there. Let's see you go without your addictive, not good for you caffeine in the morning.